Dana White has said that the UFC is no longer in the Cris Cyborg business, so she is a free agent now.
Yeah.
Is there a PFL pitch to be made from you for Cris Cyborg?
For sure. I mean, I think that she would fit right in at the PFL. First of all, it's 155 pounds, so she wouldn't be dying to make the weight like she does at 145. And I think that there's not really anybody else out there that's going to give her, I'm going to beat Cris Cyborg if she comes to the PFL. And I don't think any other organization can offer her that. Plus, it's a you win, you fight, you move on type of atmosphere. So she's not going to have to worry about the promoters liking her or not liking her, which seems to be a big problem for her. Like, you win, you get to continue. But right now I'm focused on Jenna Fabian. I'm focused on the $1 million. Well, I'm not focused on the $1 million, but I'm focused on December 31st, New Year's Eve.
Speaking of Amanda Nunes, and we know you're new into MMA. I'm sure you're learning every day.
I'm an embryo.
I spoke with Amanda Nunes a while back, and she said that that I train with Kayla. Kayla would beat Cris Cyborg.
Aw, really?
What do you think when you hear that?
Well, I mean, it gives me a lot more confidence, to hear someone that you train with all the time saying that she's been in the cage with Cris. Like, that's the scariest thing about MMA. It's so unknown. Like, in judo, we go to training camps. We fight the same people over and over. Yeah. We train with them over and over. But, like, in MMA, you don't ever get your hands on them until you're in there. So you never really know what you're going to get. And for someone who's fought her to say, no, Kayla, you're going to beat her, gives me a huge confidence boost.
Like you said, you like to grab, hug, not a striker. She is known to have incredible striking. Cris Cyborg is. Power. How would that fight play out?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's incredible striking. I'd say that she's big, she's strong, she's powerful, but she doesn't move her head. She comes straight forward. She's definitely a brawler. And, my goal is to be the best MMA fighter in the world. It's to become technical. It's to become well-rounded. So I'm working on all those little details. I may not ever be the world's best striker, but I'm going to be the world's best MMA fighter. And that means being able to put them all together and tie them all together in a very artistic fashion.
I can tell you're focused on your fight, but it does also seem like that Cyborg fight is something that you want. I get the feeling you like being part of big events. We know
of course. I shine brightest under the lights, The more pressure, the better I do. I mean, there's a reason I have 2 Olympic gold medals, and it's not a coincidence, I love the spotlight. I love to shine. I love the pressure. I feel like we grow at the edges of our experience, and when we're uncomfortable is when we're growing, and that's what I want to do. I want to be the best possible version of Kayla I can be.
Last Cyborg question. Cris Cyborg is sitting somewhere right now.
Yeah.
Needing a place to fight. What's your message to Cris Cyborg?
Hi, Cris. Listen, I heard you lost your job, but if you're interested, the PFL has a very special place for you, and it's second.